idea.
Good afternoon everyone. So obviously we're here for the press conference ahead of Wales against Turkey, and Ramsey will be speaking with the media first, followed by Craig Bellamy. We'll be asking a maximum of 3 questions each, if that's okay, and each question and answer will be interpreted as well, also after Aaron gives his answer. So who wants to go first? Okay, Rand.
Aaron, nice to see you. Hope you're well. First question to you is, what's been your motivation to continue with your international career? And over the summer, did you have any discussions, whether it was with just yourself or with your family, your friends, about an international retirement?
I think obviously it was frustrating the last camp not to get over the line and qualify, and obviously not to come on in that game as well and to have an impact. But I didn't want to sort of go out like that either. So no, this an exciting squad and an exciting new way forward where I think there's going to be a lot of success for this team. So I definitely want to be part of that. I definitely think I can add value to that as well. So yeah, I'm excited now for the next sort of 2 years ahead of the World Cup.
Sorry to lay you down that, but it was actually my next question anyway, but just to follow up on that, just given your status in the game, you are the captain as well. If all goes well, fit and healthy, the plan to play through to the World Cup?
Yeah, absolutely. That's my target. I don't see any value in just sort of playing the League of Nations of it's all the way through now. So definitely I'm feeling good. I'm excited with what the potential of this team is, and yeah, with the way things have gone over the first few days, it's been really exciting, and something that I definitely want to be a part of.
In your conversations with the boss, what excites you, because you've played under numerous colossal managers, what excites you, because you've alluded to the fact that it's an exciting new era, and also what does he expect of you as well?
I think, the way that he's come in and sort of handled himself has been so impressive so far, and there's been a lot of information given in the first few days. But I think the boys have done really well to absorb as much as they can so far, and it's definitely going to be a little process now in these next sort of 6 games before the World Cup qualifiers start. So really aggressive, high intensity, without the ball, the non-negotiable stuff, and then the way that he sees the game as well is all sort of new to a lot of us there, and I think only Connor's probably really experienced that, and yeah, we're all pretty impressed with that, and hopefully we can sort of implement some of them things that we've been working on into the first few games now.
Can I translate? Okay. İyi akşamlar. Öncelikle iyi günler. Bugünkü şeye geldiğiniz için, basın toplantısına. İlk sorusu şuydu. Sizi ne motive ediyor Aaron? Seni ne motive ediyor? Uluslararası kariyerini devam ettirmek için seni ne motive etti? Ailenle herhangi bir tartışman oldu mu? Belki de uluslararası olarak emekliye ayrılmak istedin. Kendisi şöyle cevap verdi. Evet, biraz böyle can sıkıcı olabildi. Kalifiye olamadım belki. Bu bir etken oldu. Ama ben bu şekilde de çıkmak istemedim. Çünkü çok heyecan verici bir kadromuz var. Çok değişik bir şekilde, yeni bir şekilde devam ediyoruz. Çok da başarılı olacağımızı düşünüyorum. Güzel bir kadromuz, bir ekibimiz var. Ben de onlara bir katkı değerde bulunacağımdan eminim. Güzel bir ekip. 2 sene daha dünya şampiyonluklarına doğru devam etmeyi düşünüyorum. İkinci soru şöyleydi. Sen kaptansın. Kendini fit hissediyor musun? Sağlıklı hissediyor musun? Planların dünya şampiyonluğu için nedir? Evet, kendimi iyi hissediyorum. Sadece de Uluslar Ligi'nde oynamak istemiyorum. Oynamak istiyorum, devam etmek istiyorum. Kendimi kesinlikle çok iyi hissediyorum. Özellikle de ekipte bir potansiyel var. Çok heyecan verici bir potansiyel. Bu geçen günlerde de kesinlikle bariz bir şekilde ortaya çıkmıştır. Üçüncü soruda sana ne heyecan veriyor, senden neler bekleniyor? Sonuçta sen kaptansın denildi. Şöyle diyor, çok da çok bilgi aldık son zamanlarda. Çocuklar çok iyi oynuyorlar. 6 tane oyunumuz var, maçımız var. Dünya şampiyonları ön elemelerinden önce. Bu oynamamız şeklimiz yeni bir tarz ama çok da heyecan verici ve bu şekilde devam etmek istiyoruz.
Thank you. Ian Hunt, BBC.
Hi Aaron. Obviously it's not been an ideal start for you at Cardiff this season in terms of results, but how are you feeling in terms of your own fitness? I think you've played pretty much every single minute. Are you okay? And are you able to play these 2 games in the space of 4 days?
Yeah, I think, I've had a good off-season and then going into a pre-season, which I haven't done for a very long time. So having that block of work was really important for me this year. And yeah, obviously then gone into pre-season and, started sort of, this season and played basically every minute. So yeah, of course, from a physical point of view, feeling good. And yeah, I think, just taking it one game at a time at the moment and we'll see what tomorrow brings. But definitely, I feel like, I needed that block of work to give me the best possible chance going forward.
Being picked for those Euro playoff games in the spring, but then not getting onto the pitch. I heard you said a podcast that kind of ate away at you a little bit, just being happy to watch that Poland game. Were you thinking at the time, maybe, do you know what, I've had enough of this, and this might be the point where I walk away, I've had enough?
No, obviously there's a lot of emotions going through you, in them sort of disappointing, times, and I think, it was difficult for me, not to get on and hopefully, try to help my team that night to qualify for another major tournament. So that was the thing which was much, sort of like you said, eating away at me a bit, and I felt like there was still, some unfinished business there, and it never entered my mind about, stopping or anything. I think, if anything, it excites me what this team and are capable of doing.
So it may almost have the opposite effect in a sense. Were you annoyed that maybe people in your mind wrote you off a bit too quickly? Is it your aim to get to the next World Cup?
Yeah, of course, that is definitely an aim of mine to help this team qualify for the next World Cup. I think the potential in this team, the players, the experience, the age is all positives and puts us in a great position to be able to do that. So I'm really excited with that. I don't listen too much about what's being said or anything. That's all I got to focus on is myself and the manager's decisions. So I think that's what all I'll be doing is trying to help the team to reach our targets.
Thank you.
Okay. Şöyle bir soru soruldu. Cardiff'te ideal bir başlangıcın olmadı. Kendi fiziksel gücünle alakalı 2 tane oyunu, 2 tane maçı gelen 4 günde oynamak hakkında ne düşünüyorsun? Oynayabilecek misin? Bayağı bir iş çıkartmak zorundaydım. Bu bana lazımdı, önemliydi. Her dakika önemli. Fiziksel olarak kendimi çok iyi hissediyorum. Her maçı tane tane bakıyorum. Maç başına bakıyorum. Yarın ne getirecek bilmiyorum. İkinci soruda ön elemelerde Polonya maçıyla ne alaka? Ne düşünüyorsunuz? Ben bıktım dediğim bir an oldu mu? Tabii ki böyle bir cevap verdi kendisi. Tabii ki bıktım değil de yani çok duygusal olduğum ve hayal kırıklığına uğradığım anlar oldu. Bu benim için çok zordu ama devam etmek istiyorum. Bu ekibimi tekrar yeni kalifiye etmeleri için yardımcı olmak istiyorum. Çünkü benim işim daha bitmedi. Kemirdi beni bu aslında. İşim bitmedi. Bu şekilde de devam etmek istiyorum. Asla düşünmedim bırakmayı. Çünkü bu kapasitede olan bir ekibi, bir kadroyu çok iyi bir heyecan verici bir kadro bu. Üçüncü soruda bir dahaki hedefin dünya şampiyonluğu, ne yapmak istersin? Şöyle diyor kendisi, ben bir dahaki dünya şampiyonluğunda ekibime, oyuncularıma yardımcı olmak isterim. Kendilerinde potansiyel var. Oyunculara bakılırsa, yaşlarına bakılırsa O yüzden çok güzel, mükemmel bir pozisyonumuz var bunu yapabilmek için. Bu bana çok heyecan veriyor. Söylenenlere pek de kulak asmıyorum, kulak ardı ediyorum. Kendime odaklanıyorum ve tabii ki teknik direktörüm bana ne diyorsa ona o şekilde devam ediyorum.
Lawrence Moore, Talksport.
Hi, Aaron. You and Craig have known each other for years. Did he speak to you before he took the job and sort of got your opinion on the squad and the job here?
Not before, no, but yeah, so, obviously I had a conversation or two with him since, but I think he knew how exciting this team can be, the profile of players that we have and things like that. I think that's what really, excited him and felt like he could get the best out of them. So, he's so passionate about this, taking on this opportunity, and we can really feel that as players, and we can't wait to sort of get out there now.
And in terms of Craig and his reputation that's gone before, how different is this Craig Bellamy to the Craig Bellamy you used to play with?
Yeah, I think obviously. Whose phone's that?
Okay.
Right, what was that question, sorry?
I can't remember. So I was just asking how different is the Craig Bellamy that we see today, the coach Craig Bellamy, to the Craig Bellamy as a player that you played with?
I can't get that ringtone out of my head.
You want to sing it?
I mean, yeah, I think obviously the way that he's come across early on is it's a testament to him. He probably being a coach and things like that is a completely different thing about being a player. You have to manage and things like that and get the best out of individuals. And talking to Connor, who's worked with him the most over the last few years, he said he's been absolutely brilliant to all the players there and things. So I can't speak highly enough of him over the years for what he's done for me and the support that he's given me as a player over the years, and I'm excited now for him to be my manager, and looking forward to this journey as well.
Where do you see yourself in this team? And over the few days you've had there with him, did you see yourself still as that sort of number 10 forward player, or do you see yourself in a kind of deeper role?
I'm not going to give too much away, but yeah, we'll see tomorrow night. And but we have a lot of quality in the team, and excited to be linking up with the players that we do within the right structure and things like that. I think we can be really effective. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Soru ilk önce şöyleydi. Yıllarda Craig bu işi almadan önce, seninle önce bir müzakere etti mi? Bu işi almadan önce senin fikrini aldı mı kadroyla alakalı? Hayır, beni aramadı ama onun çok heyecanlı olduğunu biliyordum. Kendisi de bu profille çalışmaktan heyecan duyduğunu da biliyordum. Hepsinden de en iyisini çıkartmaya çalışıyor. Onun için çok tutkulu bir şekilde böyle bir imkan sağladı kendisine. Biz bu şekilde hissediyoruz oyuncuları olarak. Kendisine daha fazla çalışmak için de sabırsızlanıyorum. İkinci soru, Craig Bellamy kendisi nasıl farklı? Daha öncesine bakarak oyuncuyken senin için fark nedir şimdi teknik direktör olarak? Şimdiye kadar beraberdiniz. Değişiklik ne? Kendisi tabii ki bir oyuncu olarak farklı, bir teknik direktör olarak çok farklı. Kendisi bireylerden en iyisini çıkartmaya çalışan biri ve oyuncularına karşı mükemmel davranan bir insan. Bana çok desteği oldu ve ona daha fazla çalışmak için çok da heyecanlıyım. Üçüncü soru, kendini ileride nerede oynadığını düşünüyorsunuz? 10 numara olarak mı, forvet olarak mı, yoksa farklı mı? Kendisi de yarın göreceksiniz. Çok da fazla ele vermek istemiyorum. Çok da kalite var kadromuzda. Bence çok etkili olacağız. Yarın göreceksiniz.
Yeah, thank you. So, as Aaron has to go train, we'll have 2 questions from Satish and 2 questions from the Turkish correspondent to finish off then.
First of all, you mentioned your aim is the World Cup. How important is the Nations League team? What do you consider success to be in that competition?
Yeah, it's obviously massively important. There's a playoff place probably at the end of it up for grabs. So yeah, it's vitally important for us to take this competition seriously. We have 6 games where we can work on the things that we have been doing in training and things. So it's hugely important for us, and we'll be taking these games very seriously.
I take it you may have seen the list for the Ballon d'Or. It does include the Turkish player whose name I'm not going to attempt. But what I would like to know is, how do you rate the Turkish team?
Yeah, obviously we played them a couple of times last year. We played them in the Euros as well a few years back. So yeah, we know them quite well. They're a good team. They're an exciting team in the Euros. I think they have quality all over the pitch, so we're going to have to be ready for that. They're sort of togetherness, and they're willing to fight and things as well is evident. So we're going to have to bring the best out of us to get something out of this game.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay. İlk soru şöyle. Sizin hedefiniz dünya şampiyonluğu. Sizin için Uluslar Ligi ne kadar önemli? Kendisi şöyle dedi. Bizim için çok önem taşıyan bir şey. Gerçekten çok ciddiye aldığımız bir şey. 6 tane maçımız var. Elimizden gelen antrenmanları yapıyoruz. Gerçekten çok aşırı derecede önem taşıyor bizim için. İkinci soru, gördüğünüz üzere, muhtemelen bildiğiniz üzere takdirinizdir ki bir Türk oyuncusunun Ballon d'Or listesinde bulunması. Siz Türkiye'yi nasıl değerlendiriyorsunuz? Kendisi şöyle cevap veriyor. Geçen yıl kendilerine karşı oynamıştık. Çok iyiler, kendileri çok iyi bir takım. Avrupa Şampiyonluğu'nda çok heyecan verici bir takımdı. Çok kaliteliler sahada. Biz onlara karşı hazır olmak mecburiyetindeyiz. Mücadele edeceğiz. Elimizden gelen en iyisini yapacağız.
Jill, thank you. And final 2 questions.
Ben de tabii yarınki maçı soracağım. Birlikte Avrupa Şampiyonası elemelerinde 2 maç oynamışlardı. Birinde kaybettiler deplasmanda. Burada beraber kaldılar. Yarın neler farklı olabilir? Nasıl zor düzey, nasıl bir maç bekliyor? Ve grubu değerlendirdiğinde hangi takımlar önde görüyor?
Pardon?
Uluslar Ligi grubunu değerlendirdiğinde şanslarını nasıl görüyor?
Okay, the question is, how do you see, what is your difference now in this Nations League? How do you see yourself differently in comparison to the previous matches? And which country do you see being the best in this Nations League?
Yeah, obviously we've got a new manager, a new way, new ideas. So yeah, we are going to be a different team to what we were before. Yeah, we're early in that process, so there is going to be a bit of a sort of teething, process to that over the group games. But yeah, I think that the players that we have and the quality that we have to be aiming to try and win this group. So that's our target.
Şimdi tabii ki yeni bir yönetimimiz var, yeni fikirlerimiz var, farklı bir ekibimiz var öncesine nazaran. Ama bu süreçte erken süreçteyiz şu anda, ama çok kaliteli oyuncularımız olduğunu düşünüyorum ve bu gruptan çıkmamızı hedefliyorum. Hedefimiz bu yönde.
Well, thank you very much, everyone. Thanks for your time. Craig will be in shortly.
Thank you.
How's everyone okay?
Good, thanks.
Good, thank you. I feel a bit small here. Yeah. Who's it? Anyone rings, I'll let you know who it is, okay?
Of course, yes.
just happened, mate.
But I understand this is going out on Red Bull Plus and in the Chairman's Lounge upstairs. Restricted to 2 questions each, please. We've got 15 minutes maximum because the players arrive and we've got pre-activation, so no more than 2 questions each. And after the 2 questions from a reporter, we'll get the translation. Who's going first? Geraint, thank you.
Craig, good to see you again. Really interested to hear your thoughts on having got the players on the training pitch. It was really difficult not to get enthused by Bellamy spoke to you when you announced the squad about how much you wanted to get the players on the pitch. Can I just ask, what's it been like having the team meetings? What's it been like actually getting your players on the pitch?
It's been good. I've got to be honest. I was fully aware of the group. I have been over numerous years. Character. I was lucky enough to be involved with 1 or 2 of the players who are here now. So to see them as well as what I've been aware of, the level of information they've been willing to take on, how much they enjoy playing for Wales is always key, of course it is. But they want to improve. They want to do whatever they can to help us be the best team we can be. And that's been really enjoyable. I have to be honest, their attention in meetings and being able to carry out the information out into the pitch and look to try and carry out, because it's not always perfect. You have to problem solve at certain times. They've been a real credit and really enjoyable to coach. So I'm very grateful for that.
You've also made it clear about sort of short and long-term goals. Short-term is create that identity. Long-term get to the World Cup. But I suppose you've been in camp now for a little while. Have your expectations changed of maybe what you want from the team tomorrow night and from Monday, and perhaps what are those expectations?
No, they don't change. You're a very good journalist as well. You're better than that. I have to be honest. You try and keep on track. You know, it's not jump too far ahead, or we'll suddenly be seeing this and we can do this. No, it's. I honestly believe, no matter where it is in life or whatever you look to do, is a story. What's our story? Now we're starting a new chapter of it at this stage. Now, through the Nations Leagues, what's our story through this campaign? Where's it going to lead us? What do we look, or what are we going to get out of it at the end? Where are we going to be from where we are now to where we're going to be at this stage? Then where are we going to be? We attack another campaign, obviously it's World Cup qualifiers. Where are we going to be then? We got to the World Cup, what's our story going to be then? It's always looking to create a story. And that is, this week has been the first start of it. The building blocks towards it. And then be prepared for whatever comes tomorrow evening. I'm prepared for all scenarios. So it's stay on track. You won't hear me saying philosophies, process. I'll leave that to others. Just one step at a time. That's it.
Thanks, Geraint. Okay.
Okay. 1 second. Şimdi senin oyuncularınla alakalı düşüncen ne? Onları sahaya alırken mesela ekip toplantılarında nasıl geçiyor? Senin düşüncelerini alabilir miyim? Çok güzel geçiyor. Gerçekten açık konuşmak gerekiyorsa çok iyi geçiyor. Ben grubumdan çok memnunum. Çok da 1-2 tane oyuncuyla daha önce çalışmışlığım olmuştu. Bilgi almak için çok istekliler. Ve onlara antrenman yaptırmaktan çok zevk alıyorum. Kendilerini geliştiriyorlar. Ellerinden gelen yapıyorlar kendilerinin en iyisini çıkartmak için. Bu bana çok zevk veriyor onlarla çalışma. Onların toplantılarda bana vermiş olduğu ilgiyle alakalı çok memnunum. Çünkü bilgileri çekip alıyorlar benden ve sonradan da hayata geçiriyorlar. Ve problemlerimiz olduğu zaman onları çözmeye çalışıyoruz ama teknik direktör olmaktan çok zevk aldığımı söyleyebilirim. İkinci soru şöyleydi. Uzun vadeli, kısa vadeli planınız nedir? Tabii ki uzun vadeli dünya şampiyonluğudur muhtemelen. Kamptasınız şu anda. Sizin beklentileriniz değişti mi? Sorunun cevabı şu şekildeydi. Hayır, hiçbir şekilde değişmedi. Çok güzel bir hikaye yazıyoruz. Çok da fazla ileriye atlamak istemiyorum. Hayat bir hikayedir. Bizim hikayemiz ne olacak? Yeni bir kitap açacağız. Neler olacak? Nereye götürecek bizi? Sonuç olarak nerelere gideceğiz bilmiyorum. Sonuçta her zaman yeni bir hikaye yazmak önemlidir. Önce başlayacağız. Yavaş yavaş inşa edeceğiz. Bütün senaryolara hazırız ama felsefe yapmayı sevmiyorum. Başkalarına bırakmaya çalışıyorum. Adım adım ilerlemek istiyorum.
Thank you. Rob?
Craig, we asked you last week when you announced the squad how it felt. You're just a day away now, and you know there's going to be something like 30,000 here, overwhelmingly Wales fans. How are you going to be feeling walking out there tomorrow night? Have you thought about that, and will you speak tonight?
No, I don't plan on any. No, of course I will. Look, you try and it goes over in your head. Of course it does. Of course it's going to be a very proud moment. You know, I've worked hard for this, Rob. I've worked hard. So I'm going to recognise that as well. But that moment when the game gets going, like, guys, you don't pay me to be emotional. You pay me to try and make the best decisions possible on the side. And that's the business I have to be in then straight away. So, yeah, of course I'm proud, and I'm fully aware the moment it's going to obviously catch me. But it has to leave very, very quick. Because there's a big responsibility, and the players need me as well at that moment. And you would have heard me say on numerous times, I'm going to enjoy this. This is not going to make me old very quick. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to enjoy this, because you know why? I've worked hard. And a part of my career, if I look back now, I wish I enjoyed it more. The hard work I put in, I wish I enjoyed it more. So I'm fully aware the importance. I'm fully aware of what it means representing your country. I've managed to do it since I was 15. Not senior level, of course. I was 18 when I done that. I'm grateful for it. And I'm also grateful for this opportunity as well. But I want to be able to enjoy it. And that's by being calm, by doing a lot of the work. Make sure you try and you're clear on every situation that could occur in the game, because it could. You know, a different style, different change of tempo at a certain time. Being prepared for different solutions that could occur. But being calm, being able to make the right decision at the right moment. That's what I'm looking forward to as well.
And it's your first game, you've had just a few days in camp. What is the least that Wales fans can expect from your side tomorrow?
The least? Look, I can break the game up just a little touch, but it's more habits. Your habits have to be good. Body language has to be good. Showing intent. Do you work back for the team? Are you able, when set plays, you're alive. Throw-ins is a great opportunity to win the ball. Are you alive for that? So when you look to press, is your chest over your knee? You ready to go? Yes, these habits. I don't like anyone waving hands. You achieve nothing for it apart from give the opposition team an extra lift. So I would like to say these type of, like, I really hold quite dear. But being able to play, being able to secure the ball under certain situations. Now, if they press for 2, we pray to go into a 3. They press for 3, we pray to go into a 4. Now, if they try and build up with a 2, we pray to then be able to match the numbers. Now, being able to recognise all this, it sounds like I've just race. No, it's not. Players are very clever. They're able to to move into these situations. Of course, we have to be able to put in the work to be able to show them what this might occur. Then we don't panic. If certain player from Turkey decides to roll out, he wants to create an extra number, then this is how we go into it. We're prepared for this. Now, will I expect it all to happen? No. There'll be certain times it probably won't, but that's what we're looking to get to. So the answer to your question, I don't really know what I just gave as an answer then.
Cheers.
No, Rob, thank you very much. I'm so sorry you have to try and interpret that.
Well, it's fine.
I'm really trying to be conscious of you and then I just lose it. So. Sorry.
No problem, no problem. Geçen hafta nasıl hissediyorsunuz? Daha bir gün kalmış maça. 30.000 tane Galler taraftarları sizi bekliyor. Yarın için ne hissediyorsunuz? Uyuyabilecek misiniz? Öncelikle uyuyamam dedi. Sonra şaka yapıyorum. Tabii ki uyuyacağım dedi. Nasıl geçeceğini bilmiyorum ama çok gurur duyacağım bir an olacak. Çünkü çok emek verdim, çok çalıştım. Bunu da görmek lazım. Oyun nasıl gidecek bilmiyorum ama siz bana duygularımı göstermek için para vermiyorsunuz. En iyi kararları vermek için para veriyorsunuz. Tabii ki çok da gururluyum. İşim bu benim. Ama oyuncuların bana ihtiyacı var. İlk önce tadını çıkaracağım. Bu teknik direktör olmaktan. Çünkü neden biliyor musunuz? Çünkü çok emek verdim, çok çalıştım. Keşke daha önce kariyerimde daha çok tadını çıkarmaya çalışsaydım. Şimdi bunun daha çok farkındayım. Ve bunun için gurur duyuyorum ve çok da tadını çıkaracağım. Farklı bir stilimiz olacak. Önemli olan sakin kalmak ve bazı kararlar verirken, değişik kararlar verirken bunu öngörmek, buna hazırlıklı olmak ve gerçekten zevkle bekliyorum. İkinci soru, bu sizin ilk maçınız olacak. Bu Galler taraftarları en az sizden ne bekleyebilir? Bayağı uzun bir hikaye anlattı. Kendisi de özür diledi sonradan. Bazı alışkanlıklar çok önemlidir. Vücut dili çok önemlidir. Baskı yapmamız önemlidir. Sadece el sallayan insanlar sevmiyorum ben. Oynamamız lazım ve olaya hakim olmamız lazım. Onlar 3 oynuyorsunuz, biz 4 oynayacağız. 2 ise biz bunu görmemiz gerekecek. Oyuncularım çok zekidir. Kendilerini gösterecekler. Neler olacağını tabii ki bilmiyorum. Ben bunları söylüyorum belki ama olacak bilmiyorum. Ama Türkiye'ye hazırlıklıyız. Her şey olabilir. Her şey olabilir.
Okay, thank you. I'll go Lawrence, Neil and Satish and then that'll be it. Is that okay? Thank you.
We had Aaron sat here just earlier. How important is he saying that he wants to be here through to the World Cup? How important is he for you, Craig, on the pitch and this week off the pitch as well?
Yeah, with his experience, his ability still, because he has a lot of ability. I've seen that this week. He's a player like that, you know, especially with young players as well, like Ikumas is, and players with real emergent talents. A great example of what elite looks like and being a top professional is. So, of course, that type of profile, it's great for us at this present moment, but it's also great for the next generation coming through. You know, we've always been quite conscious of that as well. So it's been it's very important for us to have Aaron.
And then on the flip side of that, you talk about the sort of younger generation. Ruben Colwell wasn't in your initial squad. He sort of came in after a really impressive performance against Southampton. He's had kind of a stop-start, if you like, international club career. Is he ready to kind of make that leap into the full squad and nail down a place for?
A lot of work to do still. I've known Ruben since he was 11, 12. It's still a long way to go. Now, outstanding player, outstanding. He's got very good attitude, you know. But there's still a lot of work to be done for him to hit the heights that we all believe he's capable of being able to do.
Okay.
Sorry, the first question. Who was the player you were asking?
Aaron Ramsey.
Oh, Aaron Ramsey, okay. Aaron Ramsey sizin için ne kadar önemli bir oyuncu diye soruldu. Kendisi çok yetenekli dedi kendisi. Bu hafta da gördük. Böyle bir oyuncu, çok yeteneği var. Kendisi lider olarak da çok büyük bir örnek. Ve tam anlamıyla profesyonel biri ve ekibimde, kadromda olmasından mükemmel bir şey bu ve sadece ekip için değil, bir dahaki jenerasyonda olması da çok mükemmel bir şey. Biz bunun farkındayız. İkinci soru Ruben Colmer'la alakalıydı. Kadroda değildi, sonra kadroya aldınız. Ne düşünüyorsunuz onunla alakalı? Kadroya hazır mı? Daha çok işi var, daha çok çalışması gerekiyor. Kendisini 11-12 yaşından itibaren tanıyorum. Çok mükemmel bir oyuncu ama erişebileceği bazı noktalara erişebilmesi için daha çok emek vermesi lazım.
Thank you. Neil, and then Satish.
Hi, Craig.
Hiya.
We were told throughout the last qualification campaign, and this isn't a criticism of Rob at all, that it was a team in transition. Is it still a team transition, or are you ready to go and make a mark on first the Nations League and then the World Cup qualifiers?
Look, I wasn't here, so I certainly wouldn't be aware of that. I see a young team. I see a lot of talent coming through, but I also see, if I'm being honest, I see a very good team right now. The way I'm looking to try and play, it's maybe a little bit different to what they've done with Wales before. It's not, but a little. So for me to be true to me as well, but also with the talent of players we have, I believe if we can just tweak and adapt one or two little bits, it'll give us a huge benefit going into the games of the future. So I see a good group of football players. That's all I see.
And secondly, is this Nations League building blocks towards the World Cup qualifiers, or is this something obviously you want to do well in itself?
I'm conscious of a period, and that's me of stamping how I would like us to go about the way we play. It would maybe be a little bit crazy of me to expect it straight away. Of course, I will try. But I have to be honest, when you're... we talk about building blocks, you talk about like future games. Like, this is your country. You play for Wales. Who's to say you're going to have the future games? Who's to say you're good enough for that? Who's to say I'm good enough for that? You know, every game's so important. So I have to be respectful to that as well. You know, and that's for anyone. I believe in football, but also international football. You don't know when your next cap's going to come. So as much as I do understand, please, I understand, and I'm trying to understand it as well. Yes, but every game's important. It's your national team.
Şimdi sizi eleştirmek istemiyorum ama ekip şu anda bayağı bir değişim içerisinde. Önce Uluslar Ligi, sonra Dünya Şampiyonluğu. Bu konuda ne düşünüyorsunuz? Genç bir ekibimiz var. Çok da yetenekliler. Bence çok iyi bir ekibimiz var, bir kadromuz var. Bence farklı bir Galler var önümüzde şu anda ama çok yetenekli oyuncularımız var. Bazı değişiklikler yaparak kendilerini daha da kaliteli, daha da faydalı hale getirebileceğimizi düşünüyorum. İlerideki maçlar için iyi bir grup olduğunu düşünüyorum. İkinci soruysa şimdi Uluslar Ligi ile alakalı taşları yavaş yavaş inşa ediyor musunuz daha sonraki Dünya Şampiyonluğu ön elemeleri için? Tabii ki bunun farkında olmamız gerekiyor. Nasıl oynadığımızla alakalı bunun farkına varmamız gerekiyor. Eğer gelecekle alakalı düşünüyorsak sonuçta Galler için oynuyorsunuz. Kendi ülkenizi temsil ediyorsunuz. Her oyun çok önemli ve buna saygı duymak zorundayız. Futbola saygım sonsuz ama uluslararası futbola da çok saygım var.
Last question from Satish.
Craig, Turkey are a pretty decent team and got at least one player in the recent list for Ballon d'Or. How do you measure success against them? What do you feel you must achieve for tomorrow's match to be a success?
Yeah, good team. Chandra Montala has done a good job there. You know, when you obviously he managed in Italy and then went to Turkey and then got the Turkish national team job. They didn't start particularly too well. The first few games were, especially the Austria one, but he's just slowly developed his team. And come the Euros, they were. What I liked about them, that they were able to adapt. They were able to change. So it was in a 4-2-3 one. They were able to then realise when to go into a 5-2-3. So it's great for us when we look through an opposition that they're able to change. That you have to be prepared for this as well as shows the flexibility of the manager. So that's good. Turkey side, of course. But we've always known down the years as well, they've always had top individual players. It's always been clear. But what I see success, like every team has a huge level of quality, especially when we're talking about a team who just got to quarterfinals of the Euros. But also every team has weaknesses. I'm not seeing a team that doesn't. Now, some have more than others, some have way less than others. But what I would like from tomorrow night, it's intensity. Being able to play at that high intensity of football. We have a lot of players who play at the most intense league in the world, which is the Premier League. This is fact, this is numbers. Championship is 6 in the league. 6 in the world for high intensity sprint distance. So we have players playing at a real high level of what that requires. So maybe try and use that to our advantage. But we will have other areas where we believe we will be able to cause Turkey problems, but also they have a lot of talent and a lot of ability where they'll be able to cause us problems if we're not organised, if we're not able to keep the line between the defence and the forwards compact. So that's what we'll be looking to do for most of the game, to hopefully be able to contain a very good football team.
Finally, what would you regard as success in the Nations League?
Win every game.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
That's the...
Sorry, I thought you could anything else? No, yeah, of course, win every game. Sorry.
No, you carry on.
You don't need me to bore you with stuff like if this is going to take this or this. No, it's I have to be it's like every opportunity is to try and be the best you can be and try and put out the best team possible to try and get you that result. And that's what we try to do against a really talented team like Turkey.
Türkiye'nin çok iyi bir takımı var, bir ekibi var. Hatta bir tanesi Ballon d'Or listesinde aday olarak gösterildi. Şimdi sizin başarı dediğiniz şey nedir? Yani neye ulaşmak istersiniz? Tabii ki Montella iyi bir iş çıkarttı. İyi bir kadro kurdu. Önce İtalya'daydı, sonra Türkiye'ye geçti. İyi başlamadı, özellikle Avusturya maçında. Ama yavaş yavaş kendi kadrosunu geliştirdi ve değişikliğe açık oldu, adapte olabildi. 5-2-3 oynayabildi. Bu bizim için güzel bir olanak. Çünkü biz buna ayak uydurmamız lazım. Esnek olmamız lazım. Bu da iyi bir şey aslında. Tabii ki onların bireysel olarak çok güzel, çok iyi oyuncular olduğu bariz bir şeydir. Çok da başarılılar. İyi bir kadroları var. Bazılarını tabii ki değiştirmesi gereken zayıf noktaları vardır. Bazılarının yoktur. Ama yarından beklentim herkes var gücüyle oynaması lazım. Bizim oyuncularımız Premier League'de oynuyorlar. Çok yüksek seviyede oyuncularımız var. Bu bizim avantajımız olabilir. Türkiye'ye problemler açabiliriz bu şekilde. Onlar da çok da yetenekli olduğu için bize de problem açabilirler. İyi organize olmamız, defansımızı kompakt tutmamız gerektiğini düşünüyorum. O şekilde daha iyi olacak. İkinci soru, sizin için Uluslar Ligi içerisinde başarı ne anlama geliyor? Kendisi şöyle dedi, her maçı kazanmak. Şimdi uzun uzun size can sıkıcı şeyler anlatabilirim ama kısacası bu. Her maçı kazanmak, ekibin en iyisini çıkartmak, bu anlama gelir.
Okay, thank you. Thanks, Jafar. See you at training. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.